Yo, what up, guys? So, I'm just continuing my farming. All right. Gotta farm the materials so I can do the ladder bosses 100 times. Yeah, and then this nightmare dungeon, I'm straight into it. I actually only have 5 minutes in order to complete this. If I take longer than 5 minutes, then I will not get credit for the Grim Favors. Come on. Oh. Wow. I'm just trying to get through this.
Nice bit of a kit there.
Alright, that's one skeletal construct complete. Yeah, I'm almost there. I've been farming every day. But I'm not 100% there as far as getting the 1200 materials, the boss summoning materials. Well, it's opening the chest, really. I keep calling them boss summoning materials because that's how it used to be. Damn. Yeah, just the goblins. They're just coming out. Alright, let's get this grotesque debtor.
It is done.
Okay, boots. Nope, nope. Unfortunate. Damn. Alright, let's do this second dungeon really quick. Alright, just 12 minutes. That's okay. And then we go into the Helltide. Doo-doo.
Spare me, please.
Cold. So.
Oh, Kicksarth. You just got wrecked. Oh, well, that was easy. 2 minutes. Very fast, baby. All right. Clear that. No problem. Okay. Whoa. So it's a double hell tide.
Pardon me, stranger.
Pardon me, stranger. Oh. Saw some obols. That must mean that the goblin was running around. Alright, I actually might have to do this little Duriel summon twice because I will probably call all the maggots first, and then I won't get the credit for doing the Duriel. Yep. Oh. Oh! I thought that was going from 9 to 10 Grim Favors, but I went from 8 to 9. Oh, lucky. Alright, let's see if I actually kill all the Harbingers before Duriel comes out. Oh, yeah, I did. So my original prediction was accurate. I'm gonna have to do this twice. But that's okay. I do need the Exquisite Bloods. Damn. Alright.
Time to go, it seems.
It is done.
Alright. I don't need two-handed weapons. But it is a greater chest. Yeah. Alright, let's do the Duriel summon again. Oh. Alright, someone else put in their baneful hearts. Okay, and then I go here. Yeah, in a Helltide, and I've only slain one demon so far. Wow. Mm. Oh, I'm not gonna even be able to. Play demons 150. How do I do this? And there's no demons around. Okay. Where are the demons? Alright, let's just run around, I guess. Be a lot of insect thingies. Oh! Hmm. Alright, I don't think this is gonna be worth doing. I'm just gonna open up the chest and then move on. Nate! Yo, what up, guy? How you doing, good sir? Chow mein. I mean, I'm not eating chow mein. Alright, that's not what's in the bowl, but it does sound pretty good. He says, what's good? Oh, not much. Just farming for season 11 on the paladin. Yeah, that's the blessed hammers that you're seeing right now. Big shield. He says, Paladin's so good, just casually walking through a 100 pit leveling glyphs. Damn. Yeah, I haven't leveled up my glyphs all the way, but you know, it is just part of the formula, you know. They release new class and that class has to be the strongest. Now it's not like a Spiritborn situation where like Spiritborn is like the only class doing pit 150 and every class is like around equal at 120-ish or whatever. But yeah, the Paladin is definitely the strongest for sure. Oh no. All those obols. I shouldn't have done that. Of course not like Spiritborn. It was crazy OP. Yeah, like like the evade build was faster than a full-on teleport sorcerer is. Stronger than like the barbarian. Like it was crazy. But the blessed hammers are really good. I do enjoy the blessed hammers. Oh, okay. I was confused. I was like, what's happening? All right.
It is done.
Ooh. Dungeon keys. Boom. That good? 12% critical strike chance? No, I don't think so. I do not think so. Okay. So after doing a few hell tides for like the past week, I've come to the conclusion that doing the cultists, kill 75 cultists, is the hardest one to do because they just don't spawn. Because now you're just getting a whole bunch of maggots and Duriel themed mobs. Actually, let me see here. Let's see if this Hellspire generates cultists. He says, it is, I agree. Always have to search for them. Yeah, it's... You can't double dip as hard as you used to. Yeah, like I'm getting no cultists here at all. Or demons. It's just the little maggots that are coming up. Alright. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna reach 250 cinders before I hit that chest. I need to take a little detour. Where the cultists at? Alright. We can head back, baby. Alright. The demons coming out. I use Subo for Hell Tides, highlights all the enemies. Oh, yeah, I mean, I think it's a lot of work to change it out for one helper, you know. Birds! Yo, what up, guy? How you doing, good sir? First says, yo, how you doing? Paladins in D4 now? Yes, sir. What you're seeing is the iconic Paladin build. The Blessed Hammers, baby. Yeah, so Blizzard announced the next Diablo 4 expansion, which is called Lord of Hatred, and it comes out in April. But if you pre-order it today, you get access to the paladin. So the paladin is a totally new class that's been available for maybe like a week and a half now, I think. So that's what you're seeing. Last Hammer is terrifying no matter which Diablo game it's in. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Blessed Hammer was the skill to do in Diablo 2. Alright, where are the cultists at? Oh, here's 6 of them. Nowhere near enough. Oh, wait, does this event do... Blessed Hammer was so OP that Blizzard really had to nerf it by not making it ignore magic immunity of undead, which was weird that it did, but it is the blessed part of it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, when 1.10, or sorry, 1.09, or maybe it was 1.10, where they started introducing the immunities for like every single mob, that's when Paladin really took off. The only thing missing is the sound of concentration aura and teleport. Oh, well, I mean, teleport was a rune word, alright? Not really part of the paladin kits. Are the wings part of your gear, or is that cosmetic? Oh, so right here, what you're seeing right now is actually a buffed version of the paladin. I'm in arbiter form, and that gives me like a lot of different powers, but mainly the fact that I can like teleport. It's sort of like a teleport, but like not really. I can like jump through walls and stuff. It changes my evade, so that way I can do that. Like let me see if I can demonstrate that. So right here, right? I can like just jump all the way down or jump up. Oh, it's showing Ferd's 30. It's Viet. Oh, snap. I didn't know. Are you doing good, sir? All right.
Good get for you.
Yeah, I mean, actually, that makes sense why we're talking about Diablo 2 a little bit. But, you know, it's all good. I respect the grind that you're doing for Diablo 4 because I heard a lot of people gave up on the game, which I think is a damn shame. I mean, the game is improving over time, and people don't really want that, right? They just want like everything now, and you know, that's just the way it is. Yo, Lee, what up, guy? How you doing, good sir? Yeah. Because realistically, D2 on release was abysmal. It wasn't until LOD subsequent patches that became the golden game we all know today. I don't think I would say that the way you're saying it. I don't agree with that, because Diablo 2 on release was very, very good. Right? Because all we had to compare was to Diablo 1. But as far as like everything that we remember from the game and our favorite parts of the game, yes, we're introduced with Lord of Destruction. So if we're talking about the really, really cool uniques like the Shako, or the idea of like ethereal weapons and outfitting your mercenary, that was introduced in Lord of Destruction. The only thing that carried over from the original game was the SLJ. Okay, the SLJ was an item from the original Diablo 2, but like that's the only thing everybody remembers. When you geared out a regular Diablo character, it's all like rares and stuff. So yeah. He says, I want to get carried by you to Torment. If I buy the bundle, please. Well, you're gonna need to do the pits to unlock the difficulty. Oh wait, hold on. I have enough cinders to do that. Maybe I spoke too much out of ass because I tried playing Classic after LOD and I had a miserable time. Oh, yeah, if you're doing it in like reverse order, or you're playing LOD first and then Diablo, then yeah, like it's not gonna work out well. I'll tell you that Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction, that expansion was really, really, really good. He says, I'm gonna try and get it right now. I might have to do it solo, no PS Plus. Thanks, though, man. Your builds are just badass. Oh, yeah, I mean, I am following a guide. These are not my builds. But yeah, if you just look up Blessed Hammer Paladin Diablo 4, like, yeah, it's actually not that hard to get this strong. I see the tradition of Blessed Hammer obliterating everything in its path carries over into D4. Yeah, I mean, this Blessed Hammer is actually stronger than the Diablo 2 version, because in Diablo 2, you cast the Blessed Hammer and then it has its own trajectory. But for this one, it actually follows you around. So it's sort of like ball lightning in that sense, where you're just walking around rather than having the Blessed Hammer do its own crop circle like it does in Diablo 2. Is your stream being mirrored on another platform? I swear I'm the only one here. Yeah, so I am streaming. I have two YouTube streams. One is like the vertical platform and the horizontal version, and like you have to split those up. That is until they release like more functionality to combine them together. I know that they're working on that. And then I'm also streaming on Twitch as well. He says, what's up with the skill tree extension? That's going to be something that's introduced with Lord of Destruction in April. So now I haven't actually made a different character, but I don't think they did any sort of skill tree revamps for season 11. But yeah, we're gonna have to wait more about that. Is that NPC following you the equivalent of a hireling? Yeah, yeah, it is. There's a choice of one You get to choose 2 out of the 4. Because they have something called a reinforcement, which, like, you trigger a special move from one of the characters based on some certain condition, and that's like one choice. And then you have essentially a hireling that's with you all the time, and that's different. Ballin, yo, what up, guy? How you doing, good sir?
The forge is ready for whatever you need.
All right, I'm not gonna get to the cultists, so that's gonna be it from me here. And I did 4 chests, I think.
Come back if you need the forge.
All right, let's see here. 13 minutes. I heard the canonical character of the paladin from D2 shows up in D4 as an NPC / enemy. Oh, I actually haven't heard anything about the lore, but that is interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I know, like, everyone's speculating about the second class that's coming with the expansion, because with Lord of Destruction, or sorry, Lord of Hatred. Lord of Destruction was Diablo 2. With Lord of Hatred, that is going to be 2 classes total, not just the paladin, but there's a second class that they haven't revealed yet, but they did provide a little silhouette that everyone's sort of trying to guess at, but we'll see what it is. And we're going to, in terms of the lore, as part of their little trailer, they said that we're going to the Scovos Isles. Okay, and that's the land of the Amazons. Lord of Destruction, now Lord of Hatred. Is D5 expansion going to be Lord of Terror? No, we don't need a Lord of Terror, because Lord of Terror is the titular, it's like the titular character. Diablo is the game, right? So if you have Diablo, or with the expansion Lord of Terror, you're basically saying Diablo twice. Oh yeah, I'm playing Diablo. Which, I mean, that is kind of funny. You're saying it twice. But I mean, I understand that it is a title. Diablo squared, or should I say Diablo 2?
Don't ruin all that.
Maybe.
You get what you get.
Maybe. Alright, let's see here. Oh wait, no, we already got gloves. I need boots.
All right,
Let's see here. How do I get? Whoa.
Another.
I just got off work. I'm being silly. Glad you're still here, man. Oh no, I'm glad that you're here. You still working at the dealership? Is that still the thing that you're doing?
Another.
Debo Jangles! Yo, what up, guy? How you doing, good sir?
Drown me living. All right. Anyone
Heck yeah. Ah, very nice. Very nice. SRG, yo, what up, guy? How you doing, good sir? Bojangles says, "Damn son, you fucking shredding it." Oh yeah, this paladin build is super strong. It's the meta right now. The strongest build out of all the builds.
You can afford
100%. All right, let's see here. Here we go. But for me, I'm just farming. Okay, gotta get my boss materials. SRG asks, why not full screen? Oh, so I am streaming multiple different platforms. So I do have a YouTube horizontal. If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll find it there. I'm also streaming on Twitch as well. That's full horizontal if you want the full thing. But the reason why I'm doing vertical is because I show up in the shorts feed as well. Yeah. Scoville's Isles, or Scoville's, yeah, Scoville Isles sounds badass. Amazon is also a badass woman. Yeah. Is the next class gonna be in Amazon? Maybe. Who really knows? It is fun speculating, but yeah, it is very interesting if you want to check out the silhouette and try to make your own guess. Yeah, there's been some speculation that it might be a cleric kind of class, but I don't know. 2 holy classes in 1 expansion. That's a bold move. Hope the weather's treating you well because Cali is about to get blasted with rain. Oh, I mean, rain in moderate amounts is good. Yeah, but it's been pretty mild as far as winter goes. Oh, the treasure room key. And now I just need to find the treasure room. If I don't find it, that's okay. I don't necessarily need the treasure room key. Or sorry, the treasure room. Even though I found the key. I'm just trying to get out of here. Alright, here we go. Perfect weather for pho eating. Yeah, except, like, I don't know, pho is expensive now, man. Yeah, I don't eat it that often, but when I do, I really enjoy it. Yeah, I really, really enjoy it.
No fears, dear. We'll be up to the task.
By the fates!
Really digging the layout of these dungeons, very D3 like. Oh yeah, for these ones, well, this one here, the Seaside Descent, is one that was in the original game, but the one that I was just doing was with the expansion, the Vessel of Hatred expansion. here we go. Alright. Destroy the corpse piles. Boom, baby. Yeah. I will say, like, yeah, I am enjoying the paladin, mainly because it's new. But overall, will I say it's my favorite class? I am not sure about that yet. I think sorceress still might be my favorite class out of all of them. It says I'm a big paladin simp. Oh, yeah, paladin really does fulfill a very particular niche, right? Like, yeah, we have like a good sword and board user now, and yeah, like I know a few of the other builds that are available for the paladin are come from like the other games as well. So like, even though this wasn't in Diablo 2, the Captain America shield throwing build is in this game, which is really, really cool. And then also, I think there's a Zeal ability as well. Though I haven't tried that. I did read about that. Alan is goddamn silly in D2, man. He can do literally everything. Spellcast, melee tank, magic find. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would say things are a lot more balanced in Diablo 4, but if it were up to me, I would sacrifice balance to work on the reward systems a little bit more, because I mean, the game does feel alright, but the loot chase isn't 100% there yet. Yeah, but maybe I'm hanging on to something that I probably shouldn't hang on to anymore, because the loot in this game feels a lot more D3-ish than Diablo 2. But with that, the Diablo 4 compared to Diablo 3, it's better in Diablo 4 because there is like a chase with like the greater affixes and stuff. So Nissan, yo, what up, guy? How you doing, good sir? You like Hammerden? Yeah, Hammerden's pretty good. I do enjoy the Hammerden. Though I'm sure there's some optimizations that can be made, because like this ability, Rally, I don't use it at all whatsoever. Maybe there's a different skill I can use, but for now, yeah, it's good. The screen clear is much better than like the Hydra sorceress. Though the Hydra sorceress is pretty good with the little pets, or not really pets, but like the Hydra heads and the auto targeting. That's really good. But like these things hit so hard that it doesn't even matter. Is that form you're in, like the Wizard's Archon form in D3 where it buffs your existing spells? Sort of. It's not. So Archon is like actually very different, because in Diablo 3, when you're in Archon form, like all of your abilities change, right? Like you actually don't get buffs from Archon form. Like you get a whole new skill bar. But yes, I would say like it does sort of transform you, and your paladin is enhanced. 'Cause I gotta say that farm looks sweet. All the glowing angelic stuff. Yeah. So like if you see, this is my regular character, and like I'm using a transmog that has the angelic thing. I think this came with the pre-order of the game, and so yeah. But I mean, I don't really get to enjoy it because I'm always transforming into the other one. So. Alright, let's see here. I do need some boots.
Chin up, man. All right, calm. There's a rubbish. All right, calm down. Put it away before somebody sees.
Okay, I think this is good for now. I'll hold on to that. Alright. I just dropped a 4 Greater Affix unique ring for that build, so I might make that build soon. Ah, very nice. I don't have 4 Greater Affix anything. Yeah, and actually, I'm still missing some pieces of gear, like my boots have dodge on it, right? Dodge chance, but I think I have a thing that like removes dodge chance or something, or more resistances, or something like that. I don't actually remember, but yeah.
This is what you asked for.
As much as I glaze Diablo 2, the game has severe flaws like durability, stamina, and inventory management. I hate it so much, but it's a product of its time period. Yeah, I mean, I'll say it's actually very surprising how well it's aged. But when Diablo 2 Resurrected came out, and like I started playing it and was interacting with the systems again, I'm like, oh, this is old. this is something that UI designers will not implement today. But you know, it's fine. It is totally fine. D3, D4 really lets you loose without having to worry about any of that BS. Yeah, I mean, I think the not having the Tetris, the inventory Tetris, has its pros and cons. Like, and I think there's a balance that can be had because like every single item in the inventory is like the same size, right? Like it just takes up one slot. And the downside to that is that it really removes kind of like the size of items. So it's like, okay, what's really going on? Right? Like, oh, a ring takes up as much space as a two-handed weapon? How does that make any sense? And like you don't really appreciate the art of the items as much versus like a big two-handed axe taking up 8 slots out of your inventory. But I think Diablo 3, there was a balance of that because the items took 2 slots and then the rings and gems only took 1 slot. So there was like a size thing, but it's not as extreme as what was in Diablo 2. I think that is actually a really good balance as well that I don't think a lot of people really appreciate. One of my younger cousins picked up D2R because it was on sale, and the first thing he was like, "You can run out of stamina." Yup, it's a horror game now, boy. It's a horror game now, boy. Alright, oh, okay. I wasn't sure if I had the bloodstone, but I just picked it up, boy. Yeah, so why is your name showing as Ferds now? What's the story behind that? What's the story behind that? What's your D4 equivalent of, is this an SLJ? Oh, so you just gotta watch my videos. Just gotta watch my videos. Yeah, except my D4 equivalent isn't as impactful. But you know, I think I do try a little bit too hard to shoehorn a lot of that in, and if it doesn't really fit, then like it doesn't fit. But if it works, it works. And that's okay. I mean, I do enjoy playing Diablo 4. So making the videos of showcasing all of my loot is that's just what I want to do, you know. Even though, like, as far as loot goes, no one really cares about the loot in Diablo 4, not as much as they do in Diablo 2, that's for sure. But the story of Ferds30 made the username back in like 2008 when I got access to the internet. I have no idea where it came from, and it just stuck to every platform I'm on. I decided to use my real name when Google, YouTube allowed it, and then I changed it back when I realized you're not using, or using your real name on the internet is not a good idea. Yeah. I see. I see. Well, it's all good. It is all good. All right. Because if my name was Bob Johnson or Min Win, which I think is the most generic Vietnamese name out there, then maybe. Oh yeah, I mean, sure. But it's all good. It's all good. All right. Like so many bags. So like a goblin event's going on right now, and there's like a whole lot of goblins. So my loot is my inventory is always full of stuff. That jump dash animation looks clean. Oh, that's only available when you're in Arbiter form. Remember that, okay? Because
Right, calm,
it looks like every other evade, but this Arbiter evade is like extra, a little bit extra. All right,
How can I
I think that is an upgrade for sure. Okay, I have a few boots now. All right, let's go for the big boys. Amulet, baby.
There, all right, calm down. Put it away before somebody sees.
That is not anything I'm looking for.
come back if you need the forge?
Alright, let's see if there's any other nightmare dungeons. Nope. I'll just grab a few more. Sura! Yo, what up, guy? How you doing, good sir? What game is this? So the game you're watching right now, called the Diablo 4. If you want to play this game, look for Diablo 4. If you have Xbox Game Pass, I think this game is included in that package, so you can try it out if you want. Otherwise, you can play it on the PC. Do the playable characters actually talk in D4? I know D3 playables talk-ish in cutscenes and stuff. As far as like the story goes, I don't think so. Like there are voice overs when you're playing, but I don't remember any. Maybe. Oh yeah. All right. Sweet. The wildest thing is seeing Diablo 4 on Steam because I wish they had the same for D2R so I can have one less game launcher on. Oh, yeah. I mean, the thing is on Steam, you do have to buy it again if you've already bought it on Battle.net, so that is a little bit unfortunate. But yeah, it would be nice to have one less launcher. Alright. I just need to explore the ruined wild and slay the defiled caster. What? D1 lore, depressing. D2 lore, also depressing, but now Mr. Worldwide. D3 lore. We are superheroes, but still depressing. D4 lore. We are the aftermath of depressing, but also, where's Tyrael? You know, we had Lorath, okay? And Lorath was chilling with Tyrael. And honestly, I think Lorath as a character and like a voice is way, way cooler than anything Diablo 3 presented, okay? Because like, yeah, technically you had Cain, but he died in the first act to like butterfly magic. And like, yeah, he was the voice of Diablo 2, or sorry, Diablo for a long time. But Lorath is a very, very good successor. I love the Lorath voice. And when he's like narrating and stuff, I'm like, oh, this is sick. I like the Lorath voiceover. Yeah. Why Lilith looking like a baddie demon? Bro, demons, they can be hot. Right? That's what the succubus is.
Protect me!
Ah, an Igni rune. Ah, look at that. Imagine a Diablo 1 remaster. Oh, that would be very interesting. Although it didn't really have much of a story. It was just go to the cathedral and then go down. No, that was it. Like, that was a story. And you had like some fragmented pieces like, please listen to me. The Archbishop Lazarus, he led us into a trap. All right, here we go, boys.
We're leaving.
It says, I think D4 is a really good scenic upgrade from Diablo 3. Diablo 3 felt very oversaturated in color. Oh, that's why they have the whole like pony level, right? Because that was the main complaint about Diablo 4, is that it went too far into World of Warcraft's art style direction. So they made a place with like rainbows and teddy bears and ponies and stuff. But yes, as far as the atmosphere in Diablo 4, very, very back to its roots. Yeah, like when you hear them talk about Diablo 4, the idea was that it's supposed to be a mix of the best parts of all the Diablos, right? It's supposed to get the atmosphere and the tone from Diablo 1, right? Being very dark and all of that. And from Diablo 2, it's supposed to mimic the loot experience from Diablo 2, right? How successful they were. That's, I guess, a discussion that can be had, right? And then it's supposed to have like the fluid action combat from Diablo 3, which if you take that on paper, then that's a genius combination. Now all you have to do is execute. And so for the parts that they got from Diablo 1, where it's like dark and gothic and, you know, all of that, then I think they did succeed on that front. As far as being a fluid action combat ARPG like Diablo 3, right? Which is the right choice, by the way. That is the right choice. Out of all the games, you want to choose Diablo 3 as kind of how it feels in terms of the combat. And I think they did succeed there too, right? I mean, there's a lot of comparisons being made about Diablo 4 and Diablo 3, but that's one that they definitely executed on. But when it comes to the loot experience, they are working towards that, and there's still quite a bit of ways to go. They keep making adjustments here and there, and they've all been generally in the positive direction, but they just don't have the experience to really understand like the loot and the rate of rewards. I mean, they are taking a lot of lessons learned from like the community and stuff, which I do appreciate, but like there are some things that they like listen to and then they kind of walk back on, so it's gonna take a while for them to dial it in. They did say that they are revamping the end game for, they revamped the end game for Lord of Hatred, which, okay, great. I hope that it's more of a Diablo 2 like loot experience. But we'll see, because yeah, like as far as endgame goes, I think they're focusing way too much on like the actual activities. So like, doing the boss ladder, or putting in the tower, putting in the pits, and all of that stuff. Like, yeah, it's good for the game, but I think they need to focus more on the itemization. I think the Season of Loot Reborn was a really, really good step in the right direction. Doing the greater affixes and all of that, and the tempering and all of that. I think that's really good. But it's too easy to fully deck out your character. I think that there needs to be a longer loot journey. The loot journey shouldn't be, I'm just trying to get a 4-star Ring of Starless or 4-star Mythic Uniques or whatever. Like, that's at the super very tail end for the super hardcore, but it's a jump right now, and I think that they need to essentially refine the loot experience a little bit more. Is your hireling like a barbarian? Because those whirlwinds, I don't know. Variana, from a lore perspective, is a cannibal, so she's always talking about like carving up and eating. And I don't think that's a barbarian. Yeah, I don't think that's barbarian. Alright, these cultists. Unfortunate. Let's see here. I will probably get 250 cinders before I find 75 cultists. Alright, oh. Oh, according to the Diablo wiki, Marianne belongs to the cannibal tribe from Mount Ariat, so she is in fact a barb? Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm trying to remember from the campaign if
Good get for you.
there was like a faction of barbs that went cannibal. I know like there's like a whole area that talked about how like, oh, these cannibals are like they go against everything that we stand for and they should die or whatever. But I don't know if like those were barbarians instead. It's been a while since I played the campaign. Yeah. I mean the world building part is pretty cool though. I do like the world building that they were able to do in Diablo 4. After Diablo 2 ended with the World Stone exploding and Arya gets blasted, the surviving tribes were splintered and they all went rogue. Oh, okay. That is very interesting. Very interesting indeed. All right. Very nice.
How can I help?
Okay. All right. Nope. Honestly, the D4 Paladin has so much aura, pun intended. Oh yeah, the aura, yeah, like on my bar, there's two auras that I have, right, and they all have like they both have like the active ability, which is kind of funny, but But I mean, you don't really have like the little animation on the bottom of everyone's feet, which is like, look, okay, to be honest, right? The auras in Diablo 2, right? Like if you're playing like a necromancer and you have like the might aura from the mercenary, and every single one of your skeletons has the little aura on the bottom, that at the end of the day is visual pollution. Okay, you don't need that at all. I think this is totally fine. All right, nothing there. Okay. Yeah, for some reason the abomination always is missing from the bottom one. Huh. Considering Diablo 2 came out first and later Warcraft 3 auras followed the exact same concept, I wonder if they borrowed that idea from Diablo 2. I do remember the auras coming from the heroes, but did it like duplicate that for all of it? I don't think so. Did it? It's been such a long time since I played Warcraft 3. The visual auras didn't replicate on affected units, just on the aura of the wielder, so that was good. Oh yeah, okay. That I agree with, yeah. Okay, 20 seconds remaining. Alright. That's it for me here. Time to go back to the Nightmare Dungeon.
It is done.
Oh, and Ancestral Helms. Not bad. I don't need helms though. Light's Rebuke. It's funny, right now I'm also playing the paladin class but in Diablo 2 while watching your stream. It's a very Diablo centric hour. Oh no, not Diablo centric. Okay, it's paladin centric, baby. It's double paladin. Double paladin.
The killers are likely still about.
Oh, got the treasure room key. Alright. Oh, I found the treasure room. I didn't even realize. Alright, let's go. Boom. Does D4 do environmental storytelling, like areas being destroyed, corpses everywhere? Tell the story of damn these people got wrecked. I mean, for the overworld, yeah, I think that's true. Like they have like the strongholds, and like the character like says some lines, and you complete the stronghold, and then you sort of unlock it, and that like the world changes when you do that, which is cool. But for Diablo 4, in the dungeons, like I think you have to really pay attention to it, because like there's like I know that there's one dungeon where on the first half of the dungeon it's like a very, very well put together sort of building. Like it's almost like oh, this is like the front, and then as you progress to the second half it becomes a cathedral like this, right, where it's like oh, this dungeon, the church was like a front, and it was actually housing some really, really dark cathedral secrets. So there's some like that. Yeah, but as far as other things, I guess I haven't really looked too closely to it. But it's I don't know. I think the game looks good. This might sound crazy, but even though I have D2R, I prefer playing it in the OG graphics. You know, I actually know someone that prefers it the same way, the OG graphics. And I'm like, oh, and actually, when they were playing D2R, they were looking at the OG graphics, like the setting, and they're like, it's not the same. Original Diablo 4, or sorry, Diablo 2 LOD. It looked a little bit better. Like the thing that they're using to recreate the old graphics, like something's missing from the processing, or at least that's what they were saying. I am not like that. I actually prefer the new graphics, because one, they're very well done. Right? It looks great, very well done. And two, I like the 60 frames a second, 144 frames a second, 240 frames per second. I like all of that. Okay, why would I spend so much money on a computer and not use the processing power? Zeiss! Yo, what up, guy? How you doing, good sir? How do you make your picture move as you speak like that? It is an add-on or a plugin that I have in OBS. I forgot what it was called, but it's called like, let me see here. I have it so that I think it's kind of like picture move or something, But yeah, it's a plugin in OBS. Yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong. The D2R graphics are amazing, especially with all the little details they added to the scenery. Oh, yeah, yeah, they're very well done for sure. I do enjoy them a lot. As I says, okay, OBS. Yeah. You have to download the OBS and then you download a plugin for it. And then you can essentially add it on as a filter for it to react to the voice. Yeah. All right, here we go, boy. There was a little joke that was like the reason why D2R looks amazing because Blizzard didn't directly touch it. It was done by another studio because of the disaster called Warcraft 3 Reforged. Yeah, I think the studio was called Vicarious Studios, and they did get absorbed by Blizzard. They merged into Blizzard. So now they have that talent. Maybe they're stuck around. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, that studio did a very good job. Yeah, the Blizzard stamp of quality doesn't mean as much as it used to, unfortunately. But I mean, gaming's changed a lot as well, so. Here we go. Did Diablo ever scare you as a kid? The D1 levels freaked me out as a child. Oh yes, of course. Of course. Bro, if the butcher on level 2 coming out and being like, fresh meat, and like, you know, you're walking around it and like it's like this red room in the middle. Bro, if that didn't scare you, like you're a psychopath. All right? Like that was the moment that everyone was talking about, and you didn't have to be a child for that to scare you, okay? Even if you were a teenager, that would scare you 100%. Anybody who doesn't say otherwise, don't trust them. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and I mean, I think Blizzard did a good job of recreating the Butcher in Diablo 4 as well. It being sort of like a surprise boss that just comes at you. And if you're playing hardcore, like, bro, you're kind of dead. Yeah, 100%. Oh, I just need to slay one more fractured spirits. Now here we go, boy. Ooh. Ooh. All right, here we go, boy. All right. Conclave time, boy.
Akarat, protect me.
Akarat, protect me. It says the Neelathak levels scared me so much as a kid because of the level design. Oh, I don't know. I thought he was just scary because he did the corpse explosions and just one-shotted you. That was a scary part to me. But yeah, I mean, it did have like a lot of like the blood on the walls and stuff, which was kind of scary. And like, you know, he always gave sort of like the evil vibes as well. But the worst part was the corpse explosions. Like you just died instantly and didn't know what happened. Play as a caster, go to Neelathak, get caught off guard when you die in a single hit. Feels bad, man. Yeah, it does feel bad. But, you know, you eventually do, like, yeah, you eventually learn to farm him. And even, like, when you're farming him on the regular, you still die. That's how scary he actually is. Oh, I think that's a lot of old bulls. Damn. Alright, let's get some big boys.
Want another go? All right, there's rubbish. All right. Oh, drown me living. But yeah,
Alright,
good
nope.
for you.
Do,
You
do, do, do,
lucky
do.
bastard.
Nope.
How
Yeah, I'm
would
looking
you like
for big cooldown reduction and then ranks to like a whole bunch of other stuff.
Oh, rubbish. Very nice, very nice. Another?
Oh, riposte. Nope. Don't need that. Nope. Dizzying blow. Nope.
The forge is ready. There's that.
Chin up. All right. There's a shiny fella.
Yeah, that's a lot of gambling, okay? Those oboe goblins, they give a lot of obols. That was one of those moments where you're like, oh, that's one of our abilities, feels like when it's used against us. Moment. Oh, yeah. I mean, I remember when I first played Diablo 2, I played a necromancer, right? Getting like all the skeletons and stuff. And that was really cool. And I remember being in one of the tomes, or the tombs, and there was just like a whole bunch of mobs just packed up at a door. And my skeletons were just like attacking one at a time, being really slow. And one of the mobs died, and I was able to actually do the corpse explosion on them, and all of them started dying like a crazy amount, and like I got like 75% experience. My experience bar filled up 75%. Like, and just watching that go up as the mobs were dying, that was really satisfying. Super satisfying. I mean, I will say it is satisfying to be able to like do cows and you teleport and you do the corpse explosion. That is really satisfying as well. But as far as, you know, today, like that's kind of expected. You're expected to play at a certain level of optimization. Bro. Oh, here it is. Very nice. I thought this was the wrong way for a moment. Alright, more goblins, baby. Oh, where's the corpse pile? Oh, I missed one. Over there. Alright. Help! Please! Oh yeah, I thought I would be able to evade through that, but something was up with it. Here we go! That dungeon you're in reminds me of the Act 1 Barracks jail area. Huh. I'm pretty sure they took some inspiration, maybe. That is certainly possible. Yeah. I'm not doing Astaroth this season, okay? Damn. Oh. Here we put in one of them. And then that's where we put the second one. Alright, I have to slay the 3 matriarchs.
That's a prime cut, eh?
Oh my god.
Good get for you.
Oh. Alright. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to call it a short stream today. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Peace.